All right, America, y'all know we cannot preview the NFC East without talking to the pulse of Cowboys Nation. Ray Caesar Leo. Caesar, what you got for the people?
Yes, sir. Glad to be back with everybody. Look, when we break down the NFC East, man, it's a lot of uncertainty, and I'll be the first to say that as I got my brother Patty, fellow Cowboys fan, with me. Um, the good thing about it is there is uncertainty because we don't know a lot about just about every team in that division. The only constant that I can say we do know in the NFC East is this: the Washington football team's defense is the real deal. I have no argument on that. I believe that. I've seen them do it. I've seen them dominate, and it starts with Chase Young. Everything else to me is a toss-up. Whether it be Saquon Barkley coming back, what he's going to look like, Daniel Jones, is he the real deal over in New York? When you go to Philly, are they going to start Jalen Hurts, Gardner Minshew? Is Devontae Smith the real deal? Don't know. With the Cowboys, is Dak Prescott going to be the Dak Prescott that we saw in the first couple of games from last year? I think he will be. And it's not just because I'm a Cowboys fan, but I think what you saw in the sample size of last year and his development is enough to let you know that he didn't lose it just because he broke his ankle. So I think Dak will be back. I don't really know about Zeke. That's one of those things where you got to see it to believe it for me. I know the defense should be better because they were just historically bad last year. So it's just one of those things where you got to see that to believe it. With all of that being said, somebody has to go to the playoffs in that division, just the way the NFL works. And so for my money, I'm gonna roll with my guys because I know that, in my opinion, we got the best quarterback in the division, right? I think we have the best offense in the division. And I think if you pair that with a decent defense, not even an above average, good, great, elite defense, if you compare that with a decent defense, that'll be enough to get you the NFC East title.
All right, so we're also glad to have another Cowboys fan
Yes, sir.
and faithful put it on some viewer and contributor now, Rob Patty. So Patty, are you gonna be a homer as well and take your Cowboys,
You
or you
damn
rolling with
right. You damn right. Y'all know how I'm giving it up, baby. I'm going to give it up for them Cowboys all day long. I agree with everything Ray Jr. said. The problem with some of our other teams and the Washington football team, I think they get overrated. It's like, oh man, they had this great defense. But I was looking at their wins last year. They had one quality win. I think they lost to the Seahawks. They lost to some really all the good teams last year. They
Yeah,
benefited from the Cowboys having a ridiculous amount of injuries.
no
They
doubt.
benefited from the Giants losing their best player in Saquon Barkley. Honestly, I think the most under discussed team in the conference is probably going to be the Giants because Jason Garrett, obviously longtime Cowboys coach, he's a big run first guy. If Saquon Barkley can be healthy, I think they can make some noise. We know their defense is legit. The thing about the Eagles, they're too young on offense and too old on defense, right? That's a bad combination. They got a new coach. Their whole organization is in disarray. That there's a lot that kind of goes along with it. The Washington football team, along with the Cowboys, both have to start four quarterbacks for different reasons. I don't think we're going to have that same issue, right? Like, knock on wood, that we end up having to go down to our fourth string quarterback, right? That just doesn't happen. For them, it was just not figuring it out. For us, it was just the fact that we couldn't stay healthy. I don't think we'll see a situation where you'll see the left tackle and the right tackle and the left guard, oh, I'm sorry, the right guard be injured for several parts of the season. I don't think that is something that continuously happens. I think along with the 49ers, this is something I read in the middle of the summer. We lost a total of 5 games because of the fact of injuries, right? For us, we were in it up until the third quarter of the last game of the season, right? And they just kind of, CeeDee Lamb dropped a touchdown pass, and then unfortunately, in the next game, you saw the Eagles kind of do their own thing to take Jalen Hurts, even though they were close in the game. They had a chance to win. I think you'll see the Cowboys kind of take their rightful spot of being the best team in the NFC East. You'll see them be one of the better teams in the NFC. Once we make it to the playoffs, anything could happen. Of course, I'm speaking from a rose-colored, silver and blue-colored glasses. I'm always going to be pro Cowboys, but I do think we're hyping up The Reds were hyping up the Washington football team. No other team can come into a season with Ryan Fitzpatrick as their starting quarterback, Tyler Heineke as their backup. And then we're really putting Ron Rivera to the point where he's like this defensive, scheme great god or something. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, let's be honest. They had every time you look at Cam Newton and they talk bad about Cam Newton, they need to be talking bad about Ron Rivera because they was there the entire time together. They didn't have consistent winning seasons. All right, what did he do when Cam Newton wasn't there?
They went to the Super Bowl on that, Patty.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying. And then when they mention Cam Newton, they be like, well, Cam Newton, he had that one good season. Well, he went to the Super Bowl, right? Like they make it seem like they wasn't a couple, right? And then they brought in Ron Rivera, like he was just like great. Nah, that defense was already put in place. They already had some great people. They just took advantage of a bad situation, which you're supposed to do, right? And they played a Tampa Bay team, that was, that obviously they ended up winning the championship. But I will say this about the Tampa Bay before I get too far off, right? Tampa Bay, one of the luckiest teams of last year, got a chance to play the Green Bay Packers without their left tackle and David Bakhtiari, right? Got a chance to play the Kansas City Chiefs without their left tackle and their right tackle, right? Then they're going to get a chance to play the Dallas Cowboys without their best player, in Zach Martin.
Get off your spirit. Get it off your spirit.
I'm done. Look, Cowboys winning the division 12-5. Yeah. You heard it here first. I got a whole other speech on how I think we could possibly beat the Buccaneers, but that's neither here nor
there. Oh.
T, hey, you got something to follow up with that, man? Who you got winning the NFC East, dog?
I'm gonna take the team with no real name. The team formerly known as the Redskins.
Ain't no way. No way.
Well, there is a way. And this is my time. So let me get my rocks off too. you know what I'm saying? Here's where I'm at. The defense is gonna mean everything to me, and I think that defense is loaded. I think Chase Young gets better. They got probably one of the best front fours in the league. I think their secondary is underrated. I think their offense got better. I know Ryan Fitzpatrick is slinging the ball. I get it. But I don't think he's ever had the complement around him like he's got this time with a very good running game and very good skill guys. Thomas, McLaurin, Samuel. I'm looking for some big things from the young kid from North Carolina, De'Ami Brown, but that's neither here nor there. We'll see how that plays out. But I just think Riverboat Ron's gonna figure some things out. I think it's not gonna be as easy. I do think it's gonna come down to late in the season. I think you guys got them like 2 out of 3 weeks. Like y'all got them one game, then you off a game, then you play them again later in December. So, but again, call me a hater, but I just like what Washington has. I like what they got. I like the nucleus of that team. I like the way Riverboat Ron is pushing them towards, and they're young too. They're young too. The only variable is really going to be freaking Fitzpatrick. I get it. Dak is the best quarterback in that division. But Fitzpatrick should not ask this up, in my opinion. He shouldn't. So I'm going to get a nod to Washington. I think it'll be close. I really do. I fought with this one. I'll be honest. I really, in some instances, felt like Dallas could win that division. But I'm going to get a nod to Washington based on their defense. If their defense stays healthy, I think they're just hands down the best in that division. That's just me.
Okay.
And that's the shirt I need. I need that shirt, Wells, by the way. That's just me.
Oh, I got you. No doubt. JoJo, who you got winning that East, man?
Oh, man. I start out by saying who I got last, which is the Eagles. As Petty said, they're basically in a disarray.
Okay.
I don't think they know if they're coming or going. The Giants, I actually like their defense, but I also saw Daniel Jones in the preseason. They'll end up being third, and it's basically down to the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on with it.
It's tough. So
Joe, I know you ain't about to do it.
Basically, I got a coin here. Heads is gonna be the Washington. It's gonna be Washington. Yeah. Tails will be the football team.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. What did you just say?
You heard him. You heard him.
All right, boy.
Yeah.
He has Washington Tails, the football team. That's just ignorant.
Here's why I say this, man.
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. I feel like he's a middle of the road QB, right? He'll get you when they were playing 16 games, he'll get you 8-8. We know Dallas under Jason Garrett was known for 8-8, but they don't have him anymore. They say defense wins championships, right?
That's what they do.
Offense wins regular season games. I don't believe in Dallas head coach. I think he's gonna mess it up. I really do. And they already starting out losing their center due to COVID. It's already starting with injuries already.
Yes.
And we know that line, that offensive line is a year older. They're not a year healthier, because I don't know if you ever really just get fully healthy as you get older. But again, Washington football team, I love their defense. Their defense showed up. Their defense has another year under Ron Rivera, Coach Rivera. I don't want to make that mistake. I know how Dion feel about that. And I think that Fitzpatrick, they have a run game. They have decent receivers. I think he can. I think he can hold it.
I don't think he'll be asked to throw a lot. I don't think he'll be asked to throw a whole lot.
No, me neither. I actually think Washington is gonna win that division.
Hey, that boy Patty hot with you over there, by the way.
They gonna win the division.
That boy hot over there.
What's new?
Listen to me. With
I'm not interrupting.
10 wins, Washington will win it with 10 wins.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna throw mine in. I want to throw some at y'all. All right, I got the Dallas Cowboys. For much of the reason that Ray C's Leo was talking about, if they can, their defense was high garbage last year, like microwave garbage last year.
Atrocious.
If they can get between 11 and 16 in terms of scoring defense, somewhere up in there, probably like 15-ish, 16-ish.
That's it.
Scoring defense this year.
16. I take that tonight.
They can win the division. Will they do something in the playoffs with that? No, I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl with that. But to win the NFC East with that, because their offense look good to me. Maybe it's Hard Knocks. I'm watching. I told y'all before, I am green and gold to the core. Y'all know this. The whole time y'all know me. Y'all know it's green and gold, Green Bay Packers. But I am thoroughly intrigued by the Dallas Cowboys. If they're on TV, I'm going to watch them. This Hard Knocks, I haven't missed the episode.
Who their offense was going against?
No, this is what I'm saying. With the Hard Knocks, what I'm impressed by is Dak's leadership. I've been hearing Dak, Dak did. And then I watch his interviews, and he's so vanilla and lame to me. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up.
For real.
It's just square, it's lame. Like then with the whole kneeling stuff, how he was just corporate with that. I was like, man, what this man? But behind the scenes, I see, okay, he just doing the old school quarterback, the Tom Brady in New England. But he actually got a personality. He actually kind of galvanized those guys. I think with him there, he'll help that offense tremendously. Now, him not playing at all and this whole shoulder, that kind of gives me pause. That does worry me a little bit. The thing with Zach Martin does worry me. That worries me across the league, actually. Yeah, we don't know who vaccinated, who not vaccinated. We really don't know, like, especially for my fantasy league team. I think they should have put that information out there, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I just think their offense is going to be explosive, man. CeeDee Lamb looks good. Amari, that boy is excellent with his routes.
The real deal.
Now, if you're going to count on him to be there every single game, no. But you got CD now. I like Micah Parsons. He looks explosive. He could come in as a rookie and do some good things for that defense. I think they got enough. Even though Washington football team defense is tremendous, that's why I got them in fantasy.
Oh, you hear that, America? You got him in fantasy.
That's why I got him in fantasy. Now, before we get out the NFC East, I want to ask y'all this. All right, I'm gonna ask y'all this real quick. Do y'all think the NFC East gets a wild card team to go with their division winner?
Oh no.
I'm gonna go around the horn. JoJo,
Oh, I'm sorry.
with the
It's my
NFC,
turn.
with the
I
NFC.
say no again.
T.
Let me think about this.
All right, you want me to come back to you?
Yeah, is it 6 teams or 7? I can't remember.
7.
They added an extra
7
team.
now, right?
Yeah.
So I'll come back around.
Come back
Ray,
around.
Ray, you think the East gets another team in?
Strangely enough, I do, simply because they added a team. And I think where a division may be better, like the NFC West with the Niners, the Cardinals, those teams are really gonna whoop up on each other, man. Like I think that's the part that we miss. Like the teams are better in other divisions, if you ask me. NFC North, NFC West, not so much NFC South, but it's gonna come down to what your scheduling looks like.
Well, who would that team be in your opinion then?
In my opinion,
if they did get another,
if they get a second one, I really do think the Giants are going to be the number 2 seed in the NFC East. I really do, because
he's shocked. Okay,
because for me, and it all it's like a if with Dak. If Saquon Barkley comes back and is a good running back, a really good running back, I think they got enough pieces offensively and defensively. To me, they have the second best defense in the division. Like their defense is really good.
Okay,
so I think they got enough pieces to be there record-wise, to make a push for it. So if it's up to me, I think the NFC East has a better chance of putting the second team in, simply because the top 2 are going to be that head and shoulders above the bottom 2. The Eagles ain't going anywhere. That's just the reality of it. And to me, the Redskins are as great as they are on defense. Their offense, I'm just telling you, is going to leave a lot to be desired when you need to win games. In the postseason, defense is amazing, but you got to get there. And when you get there, you still got to put up points. You just have to.
Okay, Patty.
I agree. Ray Jr. is taking the words out of my mouth. I think the Giants have a real excellent chance, and I think their defense legit is just as good as the Washington football team. I think when you look at it from a standpoint, I think they have the best cornerback in the division in James Bradbury. I think Blake Martinez and Leonard Williams, you're thinking about Blake Martinez as a linebacker, Leonard Williams as an interior defensive lineman. I think they have good pieces on the defensive side of it. And I think their offense is better than the Washington football team.
Okay. T, back to you, dog.
I just got a question for the Cowboys. Y'all believe in Barkley for 17 games?
I don't believe in anybody for 16, 17 games. I mean, that's nobody in the league today. 17 games is a lot asking for these men nowadays. So, nah, I don't.
Okay. I don't know if he'll play 17 games, but the guy they have behind him, I think his name is Wayne Gallman, is legit.
It ain't Wayne.
Is it not Wayne? Wayne gone? Oh, okay. In that case, not. But I think Saquon Barkley is and I'm not putting that injury on anybody. I'm hoping and praying that everybody can play a full season. So if he does play, and everything I speak of is if everybody's healthy and they can play a full season, I think Saquon Barkley is a talented enough player to make a difference on the offensive side of the ball for the New York Giants.
Yeah, I think the East will get 2. Based on the simple fact that I think the Bears are going to screw it up. I think they ought to start Fields week 1, but they're not going to do it. That'll just leave the door wide open for the Packers. I would love to see, I'm intrigued by the Giants. I really am, but I just don't know about Daniel Jones, and I ain't sure, and I don't think I'm going to arrive to be sure during this season. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I just think that they could get a second team in, but it'll be the football team if it is. I just don't believe in the Giants in terms of Evan Ingram. I don't believe in Sterling Shepard. I just don't believe in Daniel Jones. They got too many variables.
You don't believe in none of this guy.
I just don't believe him.
It's
It
a lot
would
of
have to
ifs
be
with
the
you right there.
Cowboys, though, right?
I just don't believe him. Huh?
Yeah.
It would have to be the Cowboys that get the wild card.
Yeah, for me, yeah. But I mean, but I was just bouncing off of what they said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if the Cowboys got in, Washington would get in. The Eagles, they should just like go to the CFL or something. I just leave it at that.
Well, America, y'all heard it here first. We want y'all to chime in and tell us who do y'all predict to win the NFC East. I mean, NFC East. My bad. Put
Eagles
it on something.
suck. It don't matter. Eagles suck.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
Makes a statement.